Hello everybody. I didn't record an intro for this episode. Let's get started.
Come on. Come on. Just do what I tell you. Just do what I tell you. Read my mind. Read my mind, homie.
That's as close as you're gonna get. And that's fine. Yeah, now this is like right before he's gonna start shooting. Hang on, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Great. So we're like 2 frames away from him starting shooting. Because now he's like starting to aim a little bit. He's like out of the car, but he's not like officially aimed yet. Yeah, I don't like that curve. He's gonna come out like this. Yeah, there, but now angle it down a little more. How's this feeling? I think that's the one. All right. Now here's another fun dirty trick. It's like you get this, so we're just like, then you have it come back a little bit. So we have him punch in really aggressively. Now we do like a little bit of bounce back. So subtle that you can barely even see it. I love it like that. It's like a little too subtle for your eyes to actually see, but your brain kind of, it's a thing that helps the illusion. Then we go a little bit more back here. Like half of what we just did. Really subtle. The thing about being like really subtle like this is like, oh, it's really hard to do without a robot. Yeah, that's the one. That's like there. Now one like intermittent. No, it's too bouncy. I don't want it to feel that bouncy. He's like finishing coming out of the car. And now he's gonna start actually aiming for real. And then in like 2 frames, he's gonna start shooting. Like here, it's not so much his animation, it's the animation of the gun that's really gonna sell where he is. There, and how's this feeling? Now come out a little bit more. Go there, there, here. How are you doing? No, that's bad. Back in, please. So now the tip of his gun here, he's gonna be like starting to aim. Or the gun is like hitting its apex point, and now he's gonna start aiming. Yeah, like something along these lines. Yeah, that's it, I think. I think that's it. I think that's it.
Tilt him a little bit more, though. No, not that little.
Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, no, that's too much. That's the one. That's the one. Before I change my mind, take it, please. Put him right where he was. All right, as close as you can get. So we did a in with the camera. We did like a zoom in. Now we're zooming out. Now we're gonna zoom back in a little bit. So it's like a, so we get a nice springy feel. That'll make this feel a little silly, but also like give it an amount of weight. It'll give it like funny weight. Tilt him down just a little bit. Up. Wrong direction. Here. Oh, that's probably fine. Yeah, that's fine. Great. Great. Now he's gonna be down. Yeah, now he's like aimed. Maybe he'll like start shooting kind of before he finishes like aiming. That's the one. Just a little lower, I think. Nah, it's too low. It's gotta tilt a little more up. Oh man, that's so little. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Uh-huh. Now we remove the gun. Like, this is such a process, you know, you got to do every frame, you got to do a bunch of stuff. Go in a little bit. That's pretty good. That's about as good as you're gonna get. And because like you're never gonna get it like exactly, but you can get it pretty close. It's like one more frame of in. Yeah, that's the one. Gun gets removed, then you take a frame. Great. Gun returns. Maybe one more frame of in. Maybe not. How bad's the flicker here? Because I haven't, at the beginning I wasn't paying attention to my location. Dude, f that, it's fine. It's fine. I really want to get this done. Great, he's like here, now he's like... It's very close, but it's just not there. Bring him up a little bit. Yeah, right there is good. And pull gun. Now I think we're done with the camera now. So that guy gets to stay on 2s. And this guy points down just a little bit. Maybe not even from the wire, maybe from the gun itself. It's like picking where to grab something can determine like your intent. Like if you're doing anything about the gun's location, you should grab from the wire. But if you want to say gun aim down a little bit, then try pivoting from the gun itself. Then you may be able to get something a little more subtle. Now I'm grabbing the gun because I do want its location to be a little different, but I may have been wrong. This guy springs up a little bit. I want to give it a look like he's aiming down the barrel. Like he's got it, like I'm pretending that like the H and the Z are like eyeballs, and he's like looking down the barrel with one of his eyes with the Z. Oh, come on, man. Do what I fucking say. That feels like it's a little too smooth, actually. Let's see the whole thing. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Even like a little slow. So what if I delete the frames that are egregiously too dark because I'm blocking the light with my body because I wasn't paying attention? So if I just delete that frame, how bad is this feeling? That feels pretty good, actually. Yeah, it feels good. That feels good. Now I think he starts shooting. Like he snap aims. He's just like... He's not like... There we go. He's like... He's like... It's like really fast to like not let the target get away. So now I think he's going to start shooting. In fact, I think he could start shooting this frame. Now, how I'm doing the muzzle flares is kind of cool. I love doing effects like this. Like I have a bunch of cotton balls here and some sticky wax. Where's my sticky wax? Oh, it's right here. All right. This is just regular cotton balls. You can buy these at CVS. You get 100 of them for like $10. How's that feel? That might be a little big. That feels pretty good, I think. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Now, we arrange the flashlight so that it kind of nukes it a little bit. That's pretty cool. I love doing that effect. It's a great effect. You just want to arrange it so that it's not... so that the flashlight isn't in frame, of course. I think that on squeezing the trigger... I want this to feel kind of sloppy, so I want it to like... when he squeezes the trigger, it's like the gun kind of gets low. He's like aiming, and he squeezes the trigger, and the gun like its location changes a little bit. So like it was there, but now it's like there. That's too much, but like on squeezing the trigger, the gun like moves a little bit. I think that'll help sell the chaos. There and there. Now we're going to replace that muzzle flare with another muzzle flare. I pre-made this. I made this already. This is a cotton ball on a transparency. This makes it feel a little bigger. It's like it's just a bigger muzzle flare. Now keeping his movement kind of subtle is going to be a little tricky. Sure, but bring him back down. Ah. Oh. Oh. I slipped. Oh no. Don't slip. No, the gun should be, the butt should be higher and the tip should be higher. Well, that's too crazy. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's good, actually. Yeah, that's it. That's what we want. Now let's really nuke him. Blammo, that's a good one. I think. Oh yeah, this guy has to go. Now I think light on for 2 and light off for 2 is what I want to do. That's what I did for shot 3. I get on it with the third one. This one is like, I want it to feel like a smoke ring kind of dissipating. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Now we tilt up a little bit. How's here feeling? Oh, nope. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's pretty much it. There, but maybe a little lower. Yeah, but now this part right here feels a little cotton ball-y. So we bring it back in. Now it feels more smoky. Yeah, that feels pretty good, I think. So I'm thinking I want to do a 4-frame loop here, just like I did in shot 3. It's like what this loop is going to be. I'll show you. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking the loop is going to be. Something along these lines. It'll start like not firing. The gun gets a little lower. Smallish muzzle flare. Big muzzle flare. Smoke. Then we're kind of back where we started. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not just going to take 4 frames and loop them. I'm going to animate a bunch of different gunshots because I don't want it to feel too samey. I really don't want it to feel samey at all. I want it to feel a little erratic. I want it to feel sloppy and uncontrolled. I want this to feel like a gang shooting, not like a hitman, not like a Navy SEAL. Like he doesn't really know how to shoot very well. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. I think that's the best one I'm gonna get. Yeah, right there is good. And we pull the gun. So I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna fire like, I don't know, I'll fire 5 rounds. And then see how I feel. That ought to give me enough. I want it to feel like every shot, he's like firing a little higher, but he's also trying to control it. So like, here's where he fires the first round, here's where he's gonna fire the second round. Like the recoil is taking the gun like a little bit higher, but like that's too high. I don't want him to like not be hitting the target. I don't want him to be clearly just missing every shot. That's the one, I think. Sticking it right to the end of the barrel. Yeah, it feels great. There, and then we hit it with the flashlight. I'm not just gonna hold it with my hand because I need to be able to pull the gun for a clean frame. Yeah, great, except it's gotta be tilted more this way. Want it to like line up with the barrel of the gun. Yeah, I think that's the one. I think that's the one. The gun gets pulled. Uh-huh. This one here. Muzzle flare gets replaced with muzzle flare number 2. Muzzle number 2. Yeah, something like that. Except, oh no, point it a little more up. Like, I don't want it to feel too sloppy. Like he's fired a gun before, but he's not like really good. Yeah, I think that's the one. Now we nuke him a little more aggressively. I'm not sure how I feel about that motion path, though. It feels like the muzzle flare is like moving too far back. Oh, now the gun is in a totally different place. Go up a little bit. The tip, I mean. There. And there. Wiggity, wiggity, wiggity. No, that's no good. No, that's also no good. That's too high up. Point him down. That's the one. That's definitely it. That feels great. Light goes off. Lights out. And we put the third muzzle flare, which is actually more of a smoke ring than a muzzle flare. This dangly feels a little cotton bally, so we're gonna get rid of it. That feels pretty smoky. Here, but a little bit different. That's too much. A little bit less different. Pathetic. Not this frame, I was just thinking about some bullshit that happened in my life. Yeah, I think it's going too far back too quick, so we're going to shift it a little forward. I don't like the visual language it's creating by traveling back. I think the muzzle flare should actually be like moving forward. So we're gonna pivot where it attaches on the gun. Yeah, that's like better. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I want it, yeah, a little bit back is chill. That's chill. Now, no muzzle flare. Tip a little down. That's gonna be too far down though, isn't it? No, it's not far down enough.